I'm going to cook my tea now. I'll be back in a bit. If it's streaming, bye-bye. You need to understand that when you say cook my tea, my brain thinks of you cooking an actual tea, not dinner. Oh, I'm going to cook my tea. Let me get my chicken and bacon. What? Makes no sense. You lived here long enough, you got to get with the program. Nah. Because it's not...
It's a northern thing.
Exactly. Not everyone says tea like that. And I don't live in a region where everyone says tea like that. So I don't have to get with the program, okay? Emily is the only person in my life.
In your life?
In my life, okay? All the Northerners wrestlers I know call dinner.
That's lying, you know it.
I say tea too. Theater Cat says tea too. I say tea too. You know what I say tea? When I'm referring to tea.
When are you referring?
I'm gonna make tea means I'm gonna turn the kettle on.
Drink tea.
Yeah.
Make tea.
Okay, but I'll make it for someone else. I'm turning my kettle on. And I'm opening the cupboard to get one of those tea bags. That's what I'm doing, okay?
That has a point.
Dinner is midday, hence school dinner, ladies.
And school dinners.
No. This is stupid. It's lunch. Then what do you call it? What's lunch then? Lunch is midday and tea is evening meal. Listen. I'm being very unfair. I cannot come into your country and tell you how to speak your language. Okay?
What's supper?
You tell me, what's supper?
I don't know.
You seem the type to drink with the tea bag still in. No, I take the tea bag out. I'm not that much into tea, you know. As a Canadian, I'll sit out of this conversation. Lishi, what do you say? What do you say for your meals? Lunch is midday, dinner, supper is evening, tea is just a beverage. Lishi, this is exactly my thing, right? This is exactly where I'm from, but my English is also American, and people can say whatever they want. I was just mentioning that that's the case, you know. With that said, you're wrong. If you're not like me, you're wrong. I think a midday likely dinner is hot and lunch is cold.
What's wrong?
I'm trying to process this message that Theater Cat sent. At midnight, dinner is hot and lunch is cold. So if you go to a local lunch establishment and you get a cheese and ham sandwich from the cold fridge, it's lunch.
Yeah.
But if you just take one step to the side and get a cheese and ham toasty and ask them to toast it, it's dinner?
No, because it's a sandwich. Sandwich is not dinner.
Oh my God.
It has to be like a jacket potato.
Oh my God. Sandwiches is not dinner?
Yeah.
But you just said that dinner is a thing you have at midday. So, but the thing is, you're saying no.
A hot meal.
No, listen. But you're basically saying the exact same thing that Theater Cat said on the chat. They said at midday, that meal that happens around midday, you would call it dinner if it's hot and lunch if it's cold. And you're saying exactly, a sandwich is lunch but not dinner.
Yeah, but not a hot sandwich. Toasty can't be dinner. Toasty is lunch.
Why?
However,
Why? But no, don't move on. Don't move on.
Pasta,
Show your work.
hot.
Explain yourself.
They didn't have toasties in the 1800s. Thank you, Theatre Cat.
You don't know.
What do you mean?
You don't know.
Bread wasn't invented until after that, wasn't it?
Was it? I don't know. It was first sold in 1928.
Thank you very much.
Advertised as the greatest forward step in the baking industry since bread was wrapped.
And you know what is toasties? Sliced bread.
This is the real reason why English is one of the hardest languages to learn. English is one of the easiest languages to learn. Dialects, maybe, the idea of like understanding that. But English is a pretty, very easy language to learn compared to other ones. From the height of my 3.5 languages that I speak and the 2 that I'm learning, you know?
Unfortunately, I have to agree with you here. As
What?
someone who's learning Portuguese, it's very, very
There you
difficult.
go. Yeah. Original thing, up north it's dinner, says Katie. No, but the thing is like, is it a regional thing now, but there's an actual historical... Like Theater Cat saying the thing about dinner if it's hot and lunch if it's cold. Yeah, maybe. How would people eat unsliced bread, like a whole square? Phoebe. All right, Phoebe's so young. Phoebe. You'd get a loaf of bread and you would get a knife and slice it. You would cut the bread, but you wouldn't sell sliced bread like that. Or, actually way more common, you would just break the bread. You just break the bread.